This is a couple of stories that came out in April at the graduation ceremonies in the USA. They're getting to the end of their academic year, and these guest speakers who were invited to speak at graduation ceremonies, they were booed by the students, the graduating students. So here's an example of a speaker who was talking about AI as the next industrial revolution. This is the former CEO of Google, and he was also talking about AI is going to come for, it's going to change the world. And there were students who were booing out loud, booing these graduation speakers. So I'd like to know why you think they were booing these speakers. So if you can just type in the chat and I'll read out some of the comments as they come through. Why do you think that they were booing these speakers? So let me see what people are saying. So fear. So fear of what? Like that AI is going to take their jobs? Or let's see what else people are saying. Fear of the unknown, scared they won't have a job. Worried they won't have jobs in the future. They're just paid for an education they've been told they won't need. Disrespect for human intellect and endeavor. Uncertainty about job situation in the future. Scared that it will do a better job. And concern about the wider impacts of AI. And these are all true, right? I think one of the other reasons that people are unhappy with AI and students are unhappy with AI is because they realize that their universities, who are supposed to be preparing them for life afterwards, including jobs, just haven't been preparing them for AI. So many universities, not all of them, but many universities, and I would even say most universities, just are not doing enough to prepare their students for an AI-ready world. It's the same with schools as well, but I've got a lot of sympathy for schools because teachers are quite constrained by curriculum. Universities can set their own curriculum, and yet they are not adapting fast enough. So they're still saying that using AI is cheating or a violation of academic integrity, and they still have assessments and exams where students are not allowed to use AI. And in fact, they should be doing the opposite. They should be preparing their students for an AI-ready world. And the reason I'm sharing this is because I think the same's true for many organizations where there are employees who might not be booing you, but they might also still be thinking very seriously about whether their employer is preparing them for using AI. And I know I work with lots of organizations who are doing a lot to elevate AI competency in their people, but sometimes that's not always the case, right? And you know this, and I think you know this. So when you're thinking about an AI-enabled future, think about what you're doing to bring your people along on the journey.